some things are better left undisturbed. We're not talking about dusty antiques in your grandma's attic. We're talking about objects that have carved a path of misfortune and terror through history. From ancient manuscripts bound in something unspeakable, to blades that seem to have a life of their own, these artifacts are said to carry powerful, malevolent curses. Today, we're unsealing the vault to count down the 7 most dangerous occult artifacts ever recorded. These aren't just spooky stories for a campfire. These are documented objects with very real, and often fatal, consequences for those who dare to possess them. Are you ready to look into the abyss? Just be warned, it might look back. First on our list is an object of sheer, terrifying beauty, the woman from Lem, often called the goddess of death. This small limestone figurine, unearthed in Cyprus in 1878, dates back to around 3500 BC. Its first owner, Lord Elfont, and his entire family perished within 6 years of acquiring it. The statue then passed to a second owner, Ivor Monucci, and his family met the same tragic fate within 4 years. The third family, belonging to Lord Thompson Noel, also died mysteriously. The last private owner, Sir Alan Biver-Brooke, his wife, and their 2 daughters all passed away, leaving his 2 sons to donate the eerie statue to the Royal Scottish Museum in Edinburgh. Wisely, they did. The curator who handled the statue and placed it on display also died within a year. Since then, it's been kept safely behind glass, untouched. A coincidence? Or a 5,000-year-old curse still claiming victims? Next, we journey into the world of dark literature. But this is no ordinary book. We're talking about the Grand Grimoire, also known as the Red Dragon. This medieval text is said to be one of the most potent occult books in existence. Allegedly written by a man possessed by a demon. The book itself is rumored to be bound in human skin and contains instructions for summoning powerful demonic entities, including Lucifer himself. Legend says that anyone who attempts to use the grimoire must offer their soul to the demon they summon. The original copy is supposedly held under lock and key in the Vatican's secret archives, inaccessible to the public. Many who have claimed to read copies have reported experiencing horrifying paranormal activity, psychological breakdowns, and a string of unending bad luck. This isn't a book you check out from the library. It's a one-way ticket to damnation. Let's move from a book that summons demons to a talisman believed to house one. The Busby Stoop chair, also known as the Dead Man's Chair, is an unassuming oak chair from North Yorkshire, England. Its curse began in 1702 with a man named Thomas Busby. Before he was executed for murder, his last words were a curse upon the chair, vowing that anyone who dared to sit in it would meet a sudden, violent end. For centuries, it was just local folklore. But in the 20th century, the pub where the chair resided saw the legend come to life. During World War II, airmen who sat in the chair reportedly never returned from their missions. In the 1970s, a string of fatal accidents was linked to people who had sat in it. From a roofer who fell from a building to a delivery driver killed in a crash just hours later. Finally, in 1978, the pub owner had enough and donated it to the Thirsk Museum. Today, it hangs 5 feet up on a wall, where no one can ever sit in it again. Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like something was looking back? For owners of the Myrtle's Plantation mirror, that feeling was a terrifying reality. This ornate mirror, located at what is called one of America's most haunted homes, is at the center of a tragic legend. The story goes that a woman named Chloe, enslaved on the plantation, was caught eavesdropping and as punishment, had her ear cut off. Seeking revenge, she baked a poison cake. However, her plan went horribly wrong, and the plantation owner's wife, Sarah, and her 2 daughters ate the cake and died. According to tradition, mirrors are covered after a death to prevent spirits from getting trapped. This mirror was supposedly overlooked. Since then, visitors and staff have reported seeing the ghostly figures of Sarah and her children reflected in the glass. Handprints appear on the surface that are impossible to wipe away, and some even claim to see shadowy figures that aren't there. It's a mirror that doesn't just reflect your image. It reflects the horrors of its past. Finally, we come to a weapon that craves violence, the dagger of the cursed priest. The origins of this blade are shrouded in mystery, but its history is written in blood. According to lore, the dagger was forged and enchanted by a defrocked priest who practiced dark arts. He imbued the blade with a demonic entity, giving it an insatiable thirst for life. The dagger is said to whisper to its owner, driving them to madness and compelling them to commit unspeakable acts of violence. Historical accounts link the dagger to a series of unsolved, brutal murders across Europe in the 18th and 19th centuries. Each time the dagger surfaced, a new wave of terror followed. It would be found near the victims, only to disappear before authorities arrived, later reappearing in the hands of a new, unfortunate soul. Its current whereabouts are unknown, which is perhaps the most frightening part of all. Who holds the whispering blade now? From ancient figurines to haunted furniture, these artifacts serve as a chilling reminder that some objects carry more than just history. They carry a warning, whether you believe in curses or not. The documented trails of tragedy left in their wake are undeniable. Thank you so much for joining us on this dive into the dark and unknown. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like it, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Stay safe, and whatever you do, be careful what you touch.